Let's go ahead and address this right now, honey. I'm on set and I stepped off just because I saw this message coming. I said, I want to address this right quick, real fast. Okay, so get in here right now. It's not going to be a long time, but let me tell you this right now. I'm going to gather a couple people together, okay? And some of y'all are going to be joyously gathered. Some of y'all are going to be gathered begrudgingly. And some of you all are going to be uplifted on high because this is the message that you want to say to other people. And I'm going to say it for you. So go ahead, click like and click share so I can tell these other people off for you right now, okay? I stepped off of work and just so I can go ahead and talk to y'all about this right now. So get this, okay? I'm going through my messages real fast, okay? And I see this. Thank you so much, Alicia, for sharing this video, and Maisha for sharing this video. So I'm just going through a couple of my messages, right? And then I see this message from this woman. And she says, OMJ, you must think that you something special now. You doing all this cute family stuff online now, but I remember who you used to be. Don't think that I don't remember who you used to be and blah, 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 blah. She thinks that she's reminding me of something that as if somehow that I'm trying to make people forget trying to forget whatever she's trying to allude to. So let me just go ahead and jump right to it, okay? Blah, 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 blah. I'm just going to jump onto it, okay? What she's trying to talk about here, okay? And this is a message for everybody, okay? I'm just using my story as a springboard for y'all, okay? Thank you so much, Marquita and Leyland, for sharing this video. Okay, I'm gonna call y'all out when I see you share it. And Michael Scott for sharing this video. What she's trying to allude to was what other people try to do, which is when you make a decision to evolve, those toxic people who try to remind you of who you used to be as if somehow or another you forgot. Don't think that we forgot. Oh, I remember when you used to blah, 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 blah. As if somehow or another your decision to change and evolve is personally offensive to them. As if somehow or another your decision to change or evolve is you somehow or another disconnecting or dismissing your past, and it has nothing to do with it. It has to do with you evolving towards the future that you desire and deserve, okay? So what she's trying to allude to is, I've done many types of videos. I've been on camera for 15 or so years at this point in time, thousands and thousands of videos. I've done everything from comedic storytelling to erotic storytelling, okay? I done everything on camera, okay? And I've entertained and I've inspired you all every single step of the way, okay? Because that's been my brand all the way through. It's inspiration. And if I got to bring you an inspiration with a cuss word attached to it, then that's how the inspiration's coming. If I got to bring you an inspiration with something tantalizing attached to it, that's how the inspiration comes. That's my job. Okay, very clear emphasis on job. Okay, this is my work. I don't do it for free. Okay, I love what I do, thank God, but I don't do it for free. And for me to be able to sustain myself throughout all these years, I've always evolved because the fact is that you all want something different at different points in time, right? So nonetheless, okay, fast forward. This woman writes this thing to me saying all this mess here, okay, blah, 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 blah. It's always those people. Sometimes it's your damn family talking about, don't forget who you used to be. I remember when, da, 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 as if somehow or another you forgot. And so with that said, hello. And so with that said, I was just like, I'm sorry here. I don't want to be disturbed in what I'm doing. And so with that said, I'm up here, what's his name? And I'm seeing her message, and I've gotten that sentiment from other people before. I definitely have gotten that sentiment from other people before saying, is this somehow another, MJ, what's going on? I see your content's changed. What's going on? I see this is different. I see that's different. And for me, let me make this abundantly clear, okay? Have I evolved? Yeah. Are a lot of parts of me still the same? Absolutely. Is the kind of content that I do today, which is generally a little bit more family friendly, not 100% family friendly, but more family friendly, is that a departure from what I've done before? Yeah, you'd have to be blind not to see that. But is that me disconnecting or having any sense of detachment or, for that matter, shame about my past and what I've done? Absolutely not. Because here's the thing, while I was doing what I was doing in the past, doing whatever kind of content I was doing in the past, I was proud of that. And I'm equally proud of what I did before as I'm proud of what I'm doing right now. Here's the thing, you got to give yourself permission to evolve. This is how the message applies to you. You got to give yourself permission to evolve and not stop yourself from evolving or changing simply because you're worried about what they're going to say about you. Some of y'all, and say amen and click like and click share right now, some of y'all are refusing to make the changes that you know you desire and deserve to make within your life, that you need to be making within your life, because the fact is you're worried about what somebody else is going to say about it. Oh, girl, I remember when I would change and do this, but what about the people who remember me from back when? What about the people who thought this about me? What about the people who saw me when? So So what? The fact is that the ones who are rooting for you are going to support you in that change because they too are working towards their next level. They too are working towards their next elevation. Okay, here's the reality. Okay, let's just talk about it at a very core level for me. Okay, I made the choice to evolve in what I was doing. Thank you so much, Denise, for sharing this video, and Regina for sharing this video. Please let me know you share so I can call y'all out. Okay, because I'm speaking a message that's for everybody. Okay, I made the choice to change the kind of content I was doing for a couple of reasons. Okay. First of all, okay, back when I was doing all those fun story times and stuff like that, y'all remember my story times, okay? Okay, when I was doing all that kind of stuff, baby, it was cute and fine, and mother got paid for it back then. But the platforms have changed. They don't pay for that right now, okay? They don't want that. They say, honey, you got to clean it up. You got to clean it up. And so I was like, okay, well, y'all tell me y'all changing, and I'm changing too, okay? Because honey, mother's got to live, okay? So that was number one. Number two, I didn't expect it to go this way, but when Marco came to come live with me and I became a parent, you know, the fact is, I was thinking to myself, you know, I share content with you that's relevant to your life based on what's relevant to my life as well. And the fact is that talking about those types of subjects just did not become a relevant part of my life anymore. Yes, I'm still a human being. I'm still an adult. I still got needs. But talking about that day in, day out, it just didn't resonate with me anymore. It just didn't resonate with me anymore. The topics that resonated with me more were the topics that related to my day-to-day life as a parent. And I never expected that to happen. You know, dealing with you know, helping a young adult, a young young adult teenager come into adulthood. That is a whole different round of stuff to talk about. And as I started going on YouTube and all that kind of stuff and seeing, because I was going for myself, I'd have a disagreement with Marco about something like, oh my God, going on YouTube, searching how to talk with your teen about X or how to work through whatever with your teen about Y. As I started doing that, I started realizing, oh, there's a whole content category out here for families and for people who want to have deeper talks about that. And I also discovered from you all telling me this, that there's a whole content category out here of people who, this dog, okay? About to have me saying it. There's a whole content category out here for people who want to see our lives, people who want to see a diverse look at a normal family. Yeah, our family may look different than your family, but the things that we encounter are just like your family. And I realized that. And for me, I have to be very honest, but also as a gay man, I often limited myself in the past too, because I said that maybe what people only want to see from me is me being saucy and me being this and me being salacious. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But one of the things you all helped me to discover was that you all were willing and desiring of seeing me in even broader lights than just the lights that I had been showing myself within. And so what I chose to do was to evolve. I chose to embrace where life was pulling me, where God was pulling me, where you all were pulling me. And I'm not going back. I'm not going back, and I'm not going to apologize for where I'm at. And I share this with you all to say, embrace where life is calling you. Embrace where God of the universe is calling you. Go in the direction that your heart is calling you. That doesn't mean that you're ashamed of where you come from. Most of my old videos are still up. You can go watch them. They still there. If I was ashamed, I'd take them down. They still there. It's just not what I choose to do today because I have the power, the desire, and the agency to evolve. And if down the road I decide to do something else, then I'll do something else. But that's when I say this: embrace who you are and never go back just because of what other people say, and never stop yourself from moving forward just because of those people who want to remind you of where you're coming from. Forget them. Okay, this is your life and you only got one to live, okay? I'm gonna get back in here so we can finish filming. I love y'all to death, but like I said before, I'm not going back and I'm not sorry neither.